So 3 ways to create a cheap mortgage lead generator for mortgage lenders and brokers. Now, if you're here, it's probably because you've used online leads before, and you've seen that they don't always work out the way we hoped they would. A couple of the main issues that we've seen is, one, they're sold multiple times. It's very consistent that you'll find that those leads have been sold 3 or 5 times. There are a lot of people reaching out, and that makes it highly competitive and difficult to get any kind of business out of that lead. And then in addition to that, they're not always delivered in real time. So you don't know if this person just submitted the lead or if it's something from a week ago, or if they even realize that they were submitting a lead form, which kind of leads to the last one, where there's not a lot of transparency on what they were submitting. I mean, you got their name, their contact information, but you don't know what kind of form they filled out or what they did to indicate that, yes, they wanted you to reach out, or maybe that wasn't so clear. All of which has made those, $30 to even over $100 per lead costs, where you think you're buying something awesome, and that person either never answers the phone or they aren't really in the market. It's made kind of a negative experience. And so really the way to turn that on its head is for you to take control of the lead generation process and start creating your own leads. Now, you don't have to go out and create a complex website or a big, huge sales or lead funnel or marketing program to do that. I'm going to talk through 3 options today of how you can set up a lead generator for you as a mortgage lender or a mortgage broker to start creating your own business and really control that model so that you can see all aspects of the system. And that's where you're going to find out that the lead generation process is the very most effective for you. So the first thing that I want to highlight here is you really don't have to go out and spend a lot of money. You can start with a really simple retargeting type of campaign for old leads that you've already purchased, or past customers or prospects or credit turndowns. We all have different lists of people that we've partnered with a realtor on a marketing program, or we've gone out and we've worked with a whole set of people for years anyways, and we have a past customer list. So you can take those people and put them into an online retargeting system where everywhere they go, your little ads will show up. It's really cheap to do that. It's super easy to do it through Facebook, and it's something you can set up in a couple of hours, and you are now creating your own leads out of the data that you've already purchased and really breathing new life into that data. By them coming forward and saying, yeah, I am interested in whatever you're offering at this time. So the other option is to take that same kind of list. And you might have to go and do some data cleanup, and you can do this really easily. You can always email MonitorBase to get that information, but you can go and take a database of people that you have names and emails, or maybe name and cell phone. Maybe you only have name and address, and you can buy the additional information. You can buy phone numbers, you can buy emails, you can buy addresses, so that you have a complete database. A lot of people are just doing this with their contact list out of their cell phone. Name and cell phone, you can get email and you can get address. And you build that database and you start executing some drip campaigns. That can be a postcard campaign where you bought the addresses and now you're sending out postcards. Or it can be an email drip campaign where maybe you got that complete database put together and now you're sending them regular emails to get them or remind them about you, whether your past interaction with them or your relationship to them. And those can create this response where your database is responding to you. And then the last option here is to take a similar database to that you would use for retargeting or you would use for a drip campaign, and use a database marketing tool, or database, I guess it's a database intelligence tool, and start receiving notifications on them. So I'm going to do a little video after this. I'll just include it at the end of this video that'll explain how that works. But the idea there is any of this data that you have, you can put into a database monitoring platform and start receiving notifications when those people are back in the market. And there are a whole lot of ways that we can identify that. Someone who lists their home for sale, someone who applies for a loan. And ultimately, you're taking the people that know you and trust you, that you have the data on already. You're identifying who's in the market, and then you can send out letters, emails, phone calls, text messages. You can engage with them. And that creates an incredibly responsive marketing campaign. And then again, it's something you have control over. It's something that generates business for you and gives you control over your business. And it's very cheap. It's inexpensive to go through any one of these 3 options. So I'm going to finish up by hopping you over to that video, and we would love to hear your feedback on other ways maybe you have created a lead generation system for you.
Database monitoring is finding the 1.5% of your past database that is in the market for a new mortgage each month. Old school past client marketing had 2 options. 1, guess which of your previous clients are in the market for a mortgage and hit them with a message or call. to the shotgun approach. Why guess when you can spend time and money talking to everyone? This didn't work so well, and it's the reason why 4 out of 5 funded clients close their next mortgage with a competitor. MonitorBase changed this with our new software. We filter so you can see the few people to focus on daily, and we automatically send them offers via email and direct mail. And you can use our alerts to trigger automatic workflows from your CRM so your customers can respond to you. All you have to do is turn it on, and we'll send you daily alerts of which customers you should be reaching out to today.